a Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 74. We focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a man's point of view. First of all, we want to thank our new listeners, our OGs, everybody that's just tuning in. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, Lindsey Vonn proposes to her boyfriend.
I hope the brother said no.
Antonio Brown is at it again.
Not his feet this time. He burned bridges.
And a Dear Irby writer has a problem with the Suns basketball coach. Not only that, we're setting goals for 2020. And we got a special guest popping in the show today. My guy, Dominique Purdy, blesses the mic. All that and more. Right now. This is MRA Podcast from Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We are saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some feedback.
Do we now?
Yes, from our guy Hercules from Philly, one of the OGs. He said, old boy who grabbed the reporter's ass running by may have a bigger problem than pleading guilty with a slap on the wrist. He may end up with a slap on the ass. Pleading guilty, if they charge him with anything sexually related, he may have to register as a sex offender. Oh, the scarlet letter. Dog, I never thought about that.
That's a cold shot, man, because honestly, I think, no bullshit, man, that's just like the protected class, man. Like
Who?
White women.
Oh.
Dude, if that was motherfucking Sheila or some shit like that.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, he might have gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't have been like no sex offender shit. Definitely.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, when a white woman takes up your cause, you are in good hands, man.
Yeah.
Because that is America's favorite woman right there.
Yeah, I wish she would take up getting me a writing job. Like, I need a white woman.
You need a white woman to campaign for you. Yes,
me,
man.
like, this man has suffered enough.
With a white woman on your back, you're good to go.
Hey, what's the whole chick, the Kardashians getting niggas out of jail?
Oh, my God.
I know they all write letters to her.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian, she gives that white woman, I'm so offended. That's hilarious, man. Damien and Dina, he got his Dear Irby letter written, read last week. Let me try to speak English. He got his Dear Irby letter read last week. And he says, thanks for the words of advice. I'm trying to get my dough together to get a lawyer to reverse the judgment, but it is hard when I already got convicted. I think he's talking about, we asked, like, why are you more worried about the daughter knowing you cheated on the mama than telling her, you need to tell her about, you didn't hit the mama.
Yeah, that's the main, yeah.
And your biggest problem is getting that off the record. But that's what he was referring to. He said, thanks for the advice. I'm trying to get my dough together to get a lawyer to reverse the judgment, but it's hard because I already got convicted. My daughter does not know about the domestic violence allegations. Her mother only dropped the bombshell about what she is really mad about. That's why I did not ask you guys what I should do about that aspect of the drama. Thanks for reading my letter. I love the show. D from the P.
Oh, so I think we gave him the wrong advice. We told him to tell his daughter, like, get that shit situated, but the daughter doesn't know.
Yeah, the daughter don't even know about the fight.
Yeah.
She don't even know about that.
Well,
but we talked about the cheating on that stuff. I
would say, man, honestly, with that type of ex-wife or ex-chick, it's gonna come out.
Yeah. Be ready for that.
Yeah, you need to get up there and you need to go out there and run some interference and
start talking to her about it.
Yeah, because it's gonna come out at the most inopportune time when she's pissed off, and you don't want to be the one explaining. You want to be the one telling the story.
Yeah. When we come back, man, I got a little drama about my daughters and the mamas coming up to talk about it. And later on in the show, we got a Dear Irby writer who wants to know, how do we feel about his son's transferring basketball programs? It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. Hey, Kamal, last week you told us you went to find out if you have the sugar.
Yes.
Do you have the sugar?
I officially do not have the sugar.
You are not the father.
Yeah, the chick was like, because I went in there to get like some ear procedure done.
Oh, how was that, though? They had to flush all your wax.
Oh my gosh, it's like the most uncomfortable feeling.
Do you feel relief though?
No, as a matter of fact, that shit feels worse. When I stomp my foot, it feels like a drum, like boom, echoing. But they said it'll go away. eventually.
That was today. You got the
Yeah.
Is it water in there? Did they spray water?
Yeah, it just kept shooting water in.
To get out. Did you see the grease come out?
Yeah.
Earwax?
Yeah. Chunks. Yeah. I used to get it when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
It's like she was like, yeah, you just make a lot of wax. I was like, dude, I can't make more hair. All the shit I don't want. While I was in there, she was like, you thought you had diabetes, right? I'm like, yeah. She said, oh, your test results back. Well, you don't have diabetes. Like, she didn't prepare me. Like, you know.
He was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Hey, what, let me sit down. Like,
Let me sit down. Did you get an HIV test? Yeah, but we don't need to talk about that now. Are you good?
Dude, when's the last time you been to the doctor?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, a couple of years.
Dude, so I went last week, obviously.
Yeah.
And the questioning, so I was with my wife. So I was like, can my wife come back in there because I want her to go in there because if I forget some shit.
Yeah, you don't want her in there for the sexual questions, though.
Well, they was like, hold off.
Hilarious.
So I'm like, okay, well, they said we're going to take your weights and your vitals and all that shit. So I'm thinking, okay.
They really want to know
what
you've been doing.
Nigga, they asked, first of all, it's a bunch of gay questions now.
Yeah,
Yeah. They was asking me about sex and like with dudes and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? My wife.
That's why we asked her to stay over there.
Just so
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not used to those questions. That's the new 2019.
Yeah, 20.
You know, everything turned out cool. My cholesterol's a little high. Gotta bring that down. So I gotta chill with the French fries.
Well, we can talk about that when we set our goals.
Yeah.
Because we are setting our goals today, Kamal.
And I need to
Today's
exercise.
the day. I should play the clip of last year's goals when you said that shit would be a comedy sketch, nigga.
Yeah.
All them promises you made, and I tried to warn you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that shit wasn't real.
Got a new web series, man, called Pops Tales of a Family Man.
Okay. Y'all heard it here first. Kamal has a new web series. It's called Pops.
Yep, it will debut Monday, January 7th.
The first Monday in 2019.
Yeah, man, let everybody get that holiday stuff out. When you get back to work, the 7th, I don't know when you get back to work.
Yeah.
You start getting back to work.
You'll be ready by the 7th.
Yeah, man, it'll be daily.
And how? Daily.
Daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Pops, man, we went. I was supposed to drop 2 days ago. What's going on?
If anybody was expecting a Pops episodes, man, I apologize. I ran into some technical difficulties. I said I was gonna give up beef.
For how long?
For the foreseeable future, man. Or maybe do maybe a cheat day, but I broke that January 1st. I broke that January 1st.
Dude, that is unacceptable.
I had a cheeseburger. And I want to get back on the stage.
No, I'm not hearing that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it, dude.
I'm telling you.
I'm not listening to that. Anyway,
at least once a week.
Stop it.
I'm telling you.
Dude, get through January, man. Don't shoot so high this year. Come on.
Well, even if I shot low, I probably wouldn't have made it either. Even if I'm not I kind of live in the moment.
Yeah, okay,
you know
dog.
what I'm saying? But hey, it was good, man. I would say everybody should really just go
to the doctor.
Get that blood work, man. Like you don't want to find out at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So get that blood work.
Hey, man, I don't want to talk about blood work. I want to talk about you going with your gut, dude. You told me you had a heartbreak with fantasy football, man. What happened, dude?
God dang it.
Damn.
Dude,
What happened, man?
So I'm in 3 fantasy football leagues.
Okay.
3 football leagues, and there's a buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
One $100, one $40, one $25.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I lost all of them.
Damn.
But I didn't pay until right now. So just paying when you know you lost. And last night I was in the championship game and I lost the last game. The guy had Raheem Mostert and George Kittle. Mostert had 2 touchdowns. Kittle had a few catches and some yards. But the dude came from behind. I was up 28 points. Ended up losing by 7.
Damn.
And the thing that hurts the most is it was a player I wanted to start.
Yeah.
Devontae Parker. He's been killing for me all year. But everybody said don't start him because he's playing against the Patriots. So I benched him. And obviously Parker balls out. Now, if I start with Parker, I win.
You win. You with the money.
I win, yeah.
Man.
And so it was like, man, I've been depressed. I went home. I was just mad as shit. I wanted to break some shit. And it was just like one of those things of why did I listen to people? And from that moment on, I realized just got to stop.
Have you had this issue before?
Yes. Yes. And I always say, man, if I shouldn't, I'm like, no, dude, go with my gut. Because even if I lose, I go down swinging. At least it's all right, that's me, not like somebody else's advice. Sometimes I'm unsure. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'll ask advice.
Yeah.
I'll take that advice.
Mm-hmm. But if you didn't ask, you get unsolicited
advice.
Like script notes.
Yeah, and they say some shit, and it's like, well, okay, because I don't want to be like some cocky, arrogant dude who's like thinks, my shit's just brilliant.
Yeah, I know a guy like that.
Yeah, I know the guy yeah. But I realize I gotta be that guy. I gotta go with my gut, man. Because if I lose, it's like at least I can say, well, I lost on my own terms.
Yeah.
There's no woulda, coulda, shoulda.
None.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, script notes and stuff like that. We writing a script that we plan to shoot in 2020.
Uh-oh.
And
don't start with the goals, nigga.
I said we plan. We plan. I'm just gonna go with my gut, and if it doesn't work, I can say, you know what? I did what I thought was right.
Well, let me tell you on that, because when we come back, man, you told me do not go get a job at the Comedy Store. I went with my gut, and I had a job interview on Friday that just passed. Can you believe that?
Yes.
We're going to talk about that when we come back. It's the MRA Podcast. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated.
Okay.
But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still...
Yeah,
Caitlyn. Is it Caitlyn?
He's Bruce. He's
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Man, we did a whole episode about the day we sat outside talking outside. Me, you, Dominique Purdy, and Dominique was on his way to the studio, and we talked about how I was thinking about getting a job at the Comedy Store. He was like, man, you ain't got to do all that. And I was like, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, last week I got a call, and they said that the booker wants to see me on stage at night. Now, I wasn't even, true to typical stories of my life, I wasn't even planning on going that night. I was like, I'm going to shut it down for Christmas. I had a show Saturday at the store, and I was like, this is probably my last one of the year. I'm shutting it down. Sure enough, Monday, 2 days later, Monday, they hit me up. Yo, dude wants to see you. So, all right, show up at 8:30. Go up at 8:30. I just missed Dominique's set. I saw the very, very tail end of his set. He got up. Then I got up, and it's funny, I don't want to tell his business, but they asked him if he wanted to work there, and he was like, I don't know my schedule, right? Mm-hmm. Then they asked me, did you still down? And I was like, yeah. So that was Monday. You still down to work here? I was like, hell yeah. Because as I told you, I could use the dough.
Yeah.
So on Friday, I was going to Arizona for the Fiesta Bowl, but you know how it happens. Is every time I'm about to go out of town for something, some type of work happens. So went to the job interview instead. That was weird. I ain't been on a job interview since I can't remember how long. Since college.
As you know, I go on them often.
Do you?
I get fired a lot.
Man, I had one for the LAUSD back in the day, and that was more of a formality. And then before that in college, I had one for Value Vision, some online, some call-in stuff. Mm-hmm. And other than that, I had one at Sizzler and I had one at Taco Bell. I didn't get the Taco Bell one. It's the only one I didn't get.
Oh yeah, I get it. I have them a lot.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I had one anyway. I had one Friday, and it hit me up Sunday night, and they offered me the position. So that felt good, man, to get offered the position, especially since I had to audition for it. Mm-hmm. Not just job application. There was no job application. I never thought about being a doorman because I always thought that I just was like, no, I'm just going to get in another way. But these days, it feels like that is definitely the way in. So I'm like, all right, You know, how bad do you want it? The irony is, which I'm hoping this is my last jobby job. It's so many years after my first jobby job at Sizzler. And them Sizzler skills is about to come in handy. I'm going to be out there doing grunt work. But it is what it is, man. I mean, what we going to do? What you going to do? You want to be in? I never joined a frat. I don't know what it's like to be hazed.
No.
I never did that. And I was always like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I got to learn how to do some things, pay some dues. Like Morris Day in that book we're reading. Mm-hmm. Remember how he said he
was the cameraman?
He was the cameraman for Prince.
Yeah.
I would have been like, what? I'm trying to
be on stage.
I'm trying to be on stage. Morris Day carried the equipment. Yeah. Morris Day, the coolest man in the world, was carrying Prince's equipment.
He didn't even know anything about a camera. He said, I can learn.
That was his job.
Yeah.
Forever. Have you gotten past that part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't want to ruin it. I'm sure you figured out that he just stayed there forever.
What?
I know. What? You mean he made it? But yeah, eventually Prince gave him a shot. So yeah, I just never. Anyway, I'm learning how to play the game a little bit because I got goals, and we're talking about our goals for 2020 coming up. But the other thing, man, I got another job interview coming up next Monday, for the school district. That's finally happened. I've been kicking that down the road, but I need the money, right?
Yes.
So, but they hit me up today. They was like, "Yo, so remember that issue you had in 2017 with that school and that principal? I got written up. Never been written up in all jobs. I got written up in high school all the time. Got written up at this job, and they said, yeah, you need to add that guy as one of your references. Basically, we gotta holler at him before we think about hiring you." So I was like, wow.
But they can go holler at him regardless. They don't
That's how I felt.
They don't need you to put it down on the application.
So they hit me up today, said add him in. So I was just like, whatever. It was one of those moments, man, where I was like, wow, man, that I'm gonna tell you what really happened. So I was subbing one of those seriously mental ill classes. Like really, like the whole school was mental ill.
Yeah.
And so when I got there,
was it by Lack's house?
I ain't gonna say where it was. It was not that one, the other one.
Okay, I don't know the other one.
Yeah, but so you could smell the feces because they changed the diapers.
Oh my gosh, it's
one of those.
I've done one of those, and it's like I can't.
Yeah,
they sent me to another room.
Yeah, it was crazy. So it's one of those. I've done it before, but so I read the note, and the note said, "Look, man, here's the deal. Just do what the assistants say. There's 3 assistants.
Yeah, they do everything for you.
Exactly.
They just need a credentialed person in
the room.
Yeah.
I've done this. So I'm like, this will be fine. This will be easy day, right? But where I messed up is I mentioned, I kind of felt like the kids were doing a little bit too much work as far as they're doing manual labor. They're shredding documents and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, yo.
And you were using them to...
Dawg, that's how I felt. And when I said something, man, it was like they were like, we got a cold 10. We got a possible troublemaker.
Oh, you said something to the...
Yeah. I don't know why, but I did to one of the aides.
Yeah, that's not like you.
I know.
You usually mind your own business.
I normally do. But me and the lady already wasn't getting along.
Okay.
So, because I forget I could read my notes of what happened that day, but I just remember she was one of those bossy, rude. And it just, once somebody says something to me, I could snap and clap back accidentally. So I accidentally mentioned the fact that I didn't like that they had these kids doing that kind of labor. And next thing you know, bruh, people kept coming in to supervise. The principal came in twice, the vice principal, and I had no idea why they were there. And I'm like, and then the principal ends up writing me up at the end. And I was like,
for what?
He said, you guys had music playing. I didn't turn the music on. The aide turned the music on. It wasn't you think I brought a radio? That's the radio in the classroom. The kids they weren't, what it was whatever it was. It was all these little technicalities. But the thing was, the aides was running the ship and I was just supervising.
You were told,
yes,
let them, they know the deal.
Yes. So I basically let them run the offense and they did everything they normally do. But I got in trouble for the things that they said to do. And he wrote me up. And I was just like, is he serious right now? And it went in my file. Anyway, so I wrote a rebuttal to it. And the irony is almost, 2.5 years later, when I decide I'm going to go back to teaching, they're like, yeah, well, it says here in your file that you got this discrepancy with the school. So we're going to put that in and you need to list this principal as a reference. And so I was like, all right, well, if he gets me, he gets me. I mean, you know what I mean? If if that's in between me getting this job or not, it is
Probably
what it
won't,
is.
because honestly, he was at a school in an environment that most people couldn't handle. You know what I'm saying? And
He basically was saying, I don't want him back at this school.
And the thing about it is that's one of those schools where they don't expect most people probably to succeed. Like I said, I've done one of those schools.
Yeah.
And they put me in PE because I couldn't be. They saw my face when he was like a big 17-year-old dude with a mustache and a beard getting a diaper changed.
Yeah, it was rough on you.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Dude.
This dude?
What he did, what he wrote down in the file was he didn't ask for disciplinary action. He didn't ask for me to be dismissed. He asked me to never come to that school again, and I agreed.
Oh.
But the way they played it, though, man, I didn't like it because it felt, maybe I'm tripping, but it felt like he was saying that because of me questioning, you know what I mean? Like the lady, anyway, everybody was cool but this lady. And I felt like it was the wrong nigga to fuck with. She wasn't a nigga, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But sometimes, man, those old beefs, you talking shit, because on the way I was hot. Once he wrote me up, I couldn't believe it. So my mouth, you know, I got a mouth. It's that moment today where I'm thinking, man, this old shit I did is kicking. And we come back, man, I got to give you another example of some old shit that I did is kicking. Because today I got my daughters together and it was a beautiful thing until it wasn't. You got to hear this. It's the MRA Podcast. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA Podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to this show. Matter of fact, it's majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Hey, man, I got to see my daughters today, man, which is a rare occasion for me.
It was a great occasion.
Yeah, so it was great, man. We went out and played. I wanted to go to the movies. One of them, little mama didn't. The youngest didn't, so that was good because that saved me money. We ended up going. They went to play at the playground for over an hour. It's just to watch your daughters just play, best feeling all day.
Frolicking.
Yeah, just frolicking, laughing, giggling, and I'm working on my shot, man. Working on my free throws, just because thankfully I have my basketball with me, so I just got to work on my shot. My kids got to play for over an hour and a half. Then we went to lunch, and everything was great. But then in this moment,
I knew it was a butt coming.
You had to be. Oldest daughter asked me to see a picture of my youngest daughter's mom. And that just happened. My youngest daughter asked me to see my oldest daughter's mom a few days ago. So I was like, this is weird. Why is this happening? Right? I know. So then conversations start coming up. And I don't know how the conversation got to that. But she asked, I don't know how, but somehow I told her that I met my youngest daughter's mom in junior high. Oldest daughter was like, I thought you met my mom in junior high. I said, no, I met your mom in junior college and met her mom first in junior high. So she starts doing the math and she said, wait a minute. You cheated on my mom? I talk all that shit on the podcast. Yeah, I'm going to keep it real, my babies. Yeah.
How real did you keep it?
I was like, no.
Not at all.
Not real. But then I started hearing myself like, wow, man, remember you said. So now I'm getting nervous. So we go to eat. And now I'm also feeling under the gun because, like, we're running out of time. I got to get home because I know I got to meet with you, right? And so I got to prepare for the show. But I'm like, man, now my heart is beating. And so I basically told her that I was talking to my youngest daughter's mom. She was like, so were you guys dating before you guys had a baby? And I was thinking, define dating. I know. So I basically told her, I said, look, your mom asked me not to talk to her mom. And I did it anyway. And she got mad about it. Now, what I would like to do later when we have more time to talk is let her know, yes, I did cheat on your mom several times. But
how old is she?
9.
See, that's like almost borderline of sex talk. Because what does cheating entail?
Whatever she thinks it is, it happened. You know what I mean? Whatever she thinks. What is cheating? Holding hands? Kissing? You know what I mean? Like whatever she thinks. I feel like it's important that she knows this because I don't want her. In my mind, man, I'm always going to be perfect in my daughter's mind. She'll excuse dad. Now, she may always hate dad, but I feel like kids always make their parents their heroes, especially father-daughter. Dad could do no wrong. I need her to understand dad did a lot of wrong so that she don't grow up and think, I don't want her to be shocked if she likes a dude and it happens to her.
Every dude.
When it happens to her. I don't want her to be delusional. I don't want her to... Nigga. Yeah, but if you like dudes like your daddy, though.
Who doesn't cheat, man?
Yeah, but if you like dudes like your daddy, though.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But I don't want her to be delusionally shocked. I just don't want her to be shocked. I don't want her to expect it. I don't want to think every guy cheats. I don't want to think every guy's a dog. So I got to figure out how I'm going to handle it, man.
Yeah, and like her father, it might not be that aspect of you that she's attracted to in another guy.
Yeah.
It might be your sense of humor or something like that.
Yeah.
It might be like just your coolness. It might not, you know what I'm saying?
Cool translates into bitches.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, everything a guy learns, sense of humor, dressing style, fancy shoes. Like I saw my son on Christmas Day. This dude was Nike suit down with a pair of Jordans and a hat on. I was like, hey, man, you look like me when I was 19. His mom was furious. He looks like him when he's 19. I was like,
You saying we do all that shit for bitches?
yes. It's called peacocking.
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
I think if I was in prison,
You still be fresh?
I think I would want to be fresh. Now, for survival reasons, like I don't want niggas taking my shit. But if I got a pass, you know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious, Kamal. I don't think I'd be fresh at all in prison.
I think I would be.
I think I'd be, unless it was a guard that had ass or something.
Nah, I think, yeah. I like to look fresh, period.
Yeah, I think everything we do is for them. I think subconsciously we know we dress for them, they dress for us. We try to look successful. We try to look like we got money. I'm looking at your Louis Vuitton wallet. We project money, they project body. They like to be dolled up in class. I went to the Lakers game last night, and I'm people watching. I'm watching the dude with the chick in the front row.
It's a lot of work at Laker games.
Man, it's work. Dude was sitting front row, and his bra was cold, and he was casually chilling. And I knew why she was with him. Red bottoms, fancy purse, jeans, high heels, beautiful. You think that dude made dough? Tons of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's courtside.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you think she bought those tickets? What are the percentage that he bought them, or got the hookup, or it is her hookup? What do you think?
I think it's 99.99999. They came from him.
Yes, or his connect.
Or I'm saying, like it came from his side.
His side, not hers. Yeah. Whenever you see a woman in a super luxury car, I'm not talking about like a Lexus or a base model BMW. I'm talking about overly priced, over $100,000. She didn't buy that car. You know why she didn't buy that car? Dudes have to spend money to get a woman's attention. They don't have to spend money to get ours. You don't see any women. Cheryl London was driving a Bentley, but other than her, you don't normally see women driving Bentleys.
Oh yeah, chicks get picked up on the bus stop.
Nigga, I saw one the other day.
Yeah, you want to stop.
I was like, nigga, today when I was jogging, I was like, that's funny how my brain worked. Yeah. My brain was thinking, hey girl, you ain't got to take the bus. Like I got the money right now. I'm applying for my third job.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was like,
chicks get picked up on the bus, a dude to get laughed at on the bus.
Yeah.
Like this nigga.
Yeah.
A dude on the bus has no shot if a chick drives by.
Yeah.
You had no shot.
Unless he's so fly. His clothes are so fly.
Or he's young.
Swagged out. He's young.
Like
that means he's got potential.
Yeah, I'm saying. He's high schoolish age or 19.
But a grown man on the bus, unless he's suited and booted and looks successful, and maybe his car's in the shop, whatever.
He still ain't on the bus if he.
I mean, I'm just saying, in New York, they take the subway. I'm just saying, you still got a shot if you clean, though. You got to be clean. You can't just be bumming it.
But train's different. Train typically is for the commute.
Yeah.
You want to deal with the traffic and the parking.
Yeah.
The bus is typically you ain't got
no dough.
Yeah, you ain't got no ride.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I don't even know how we got here, dog.
I don't know.
The crazy thing about my daughters talking, man, was when I told my oldest said, you cheated on my mom, and then my youngest said, no, he cheated on both. She's 6.
She knew the deal?
No, I don't know. She just threw it away.
No.
I was just saying, wow. First of all, I love you for that. Second of all, man, it took my day in a curveball, Kamal. And I was thinking, man, old dirt, man. There it is. Old dirt. New year, old dirt.
Yeah.
And then my youngest baby, this is the one that really got me. She was like, why can't I ever go in their house when we go to pick them up? Why do I always got to wait? And I thought, I don't really know how to explain that her mom is not really necessarily ready to have a meeting with you right now. I
mean, but you don't leave the little girl in the car. You don't go in, right? Or you wait?
Of course not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. That would be something else.
If you really did do that, that would be so. Yeah, but no, I mean, we joking, we laughing, but I knock on the door that, she'll be in a car. She's in the driveway. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I'll be right back. Yeah. She wants to go in and hang and see the house. And
yeah, I'm not saying this is possible.
Yeah.
But if you text your mom or you blew the horn, you always stayed in the car, she wouldn't trip at all.
That's true.
It's because
the
it seems like everybody gets to go in but me.
Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So yeah, that's a cold shot, man. I don't envy you.
Yeah, sometimes I can't text the mom because maybe the mom may or may not be there. Maybe she's there with her grandparents or whatever it is. You know what I mean? She's there with somebody who may not have a phone because my daughter damn sure ain't got no phone at 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, she'll be there with her granddad and her granddad ain't got no phone and they don't answer the house phone. So it's like, I'll be right back. I don't go in. It's just knock, knock, knock. Let's go. Mm-hmm. But it's still, she's like, I want to go in and play. I want to see the house. I want to. It's like, nah. We're not doing that. We come back. We got to set our goals, man. We got to do our 2020 goals. This is the MRA podcast. Hey, come on. We got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I'll listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I pick... Go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Kamal, it's time to set our goals, man.
Okay.
First 3 months, not the whole year, man, because I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
Because motherfuckers be like, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym every day. And then by March, they done. They ain't done nothing. So as we like to do on the show, we like to set our goals for the first 3 months. First quarter. By the way, fourth quarter goals, I did not do so well, I don't think.
I don't think I did well any of them.
I killed it first, second, and third quarter.
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Well, this year, let me tell you my goals. Okay. Really simple. I'm working on the pilot. I got to have that thing finished by March 1st. That's my goal.
Okay.
And how am I going to get that done? My real goal, my outcome is finish pilot, make it tight. My goal is 7 days a week, hour a day. That's my goal. And I want to become a paid regular at the store, at the Comedy Store. Okay. That feels vulnerable to say. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I didn't think by the end of the year I'd be working there.
Well, that's a tough goal because that's out of your hands.
It is out of my hands. But so I don't really, normally that's not a goal, that's an outcome. I would say my goal is to get on stage this amount of days a week. Because I don't believe a goal is something, and I'm glad you called me out on that. A goal to me is something you can control, and you hope that'll lead to this outcome. So if I wasn't working so hard on writing these TV scripts, I would be saying my goal is to get up this many days a week and write this many days and to hang this amount of time, and I think that will lead to this. Well, last year I wrote my ass off, and I got about a new 25 to 30, which feels good. and that'll come in handy next year for the cruise ships. But my main goal right now is I'm trying to get a TV writing job.
Okay.
Because I'm about to have, hopefully, God willing, 3 jobs next year. One of them may not come through, but it is what it is. If not, I need the rest because I'm gonna be working my ass off. You know what I mean?
Well, my goal, I have like one goal or one outcome.
Yeah.
That it's about to happen immediately.
What's that is?
Well, they have the NBC late night writers. What is it? Workshop. Mm-hmm. And they open up submissions. I think January 6th, like the 18th.
Mm-hmm. Is your submission ready?
Nah, my packet. What I finally have is I have 2 desk pieces, which I've never had before. I've always had like what I thought were desk pieces.
Yeah, they weren't.
And they weren't desk pieces.
Did your guy help you?
He definitely helped me with that. I was in
shout out to Jerry Corley.
Jerry Corley, he had a what do you call it?
Late night class.
Yeah, writing class. So I took that class and I learned why my shit, was constantly getting rejected. Because I always thought it was fire.
Yeah.
The jokes I had, but it was like, dude, I probably never even,
Man, I love that you're taking that you took that workshop and now you're ready for this semester.
Yeah.
No, love that.
Yeah. So now that's the goal, man. Just get that stuff in. The hard part, honestly, man, is the topical jokes.
Man, I can help you with that because
it's just because it's like by the time they read it, the shit's old.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. This, and so like the day I'm submitting, I'm still coming up with jokes to show like, hey man, I'm still this shit's fresh.
This is what I learned from Jay Leno. Bill Clinton is a horn dog. George W. No disrespectful, dingy. And President Trump is whatever. So, whatever. Who you gonna go for Fallon?
No, it's basically you submit.
It's NBC, right?
It's NBC. So
NBC has Fallon and Homeboy, right?
Seth. And
so,
SNL.
Yeah. So you got to write down Fallon, Seth, SNL. What is their point of view on Trump? You know what I mean?
Seth and SNL. That he's.
Whatever it is,
yeah.
And whatever Fallon's is, whatever that is, and write to that voice. Because for Jay, it was like you knew what he was. You study enough of his monologues, you know where he's taking. You know his angle is that George W. Bush is a blank. It's a dumb joke coming. Clinton. So they want to see give me 5 Trump jokes. Give me your Kanye. Give me a Kim K. But it's got to be in their voice. That's all you're really doing.
Yeah.
Dom P is in the house. Hey, man, we've never had a dude on the show, Kamal.
No.
And I think it's only fitting that we got one of the greatest comedians that motherfuckers don't know is one of the greatest comedians on the show. We talk about this nigga all the time on the show. Mm-hmm. Dominique Purdy is in the building, y'all.
Yo, what's up? I can't hear myself, by the way.
Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at The MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yeah, so man, just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
You talking about karaoke? Come out.
Yeah, man. I went karaoke in with some friends from my son's school this weekend. Did Regulate.
Wait. Who'd you do Regulate with?
Drunk white chick.
Is she from the school?
Somebody from the school's sister, and she kept asking about Regulate.
She just wanted to do Regulate.
What was her
That's
deal?
her cut.
What was the deal with Regulate?
She was like, "Can somebody please do Regulate?" And and for some reason I fuck it up every time, but I just want to do Regulate. She wanted to do Regulate
so badly.
She was asking about UGK.
That's hilarious.
So wait a minute. Do you think this was her prepared song she thought about when she knew that was going to karaoke? Or these are just her fucking jams?
I think these are her jams.
She's always wanted to do Regulate.
Yeah, she says she does all the time, but she fucks it up.
Okay,
so I
she
guess
got a
maybe.
Black dude. She never had a black dude to do the duet with.
Right.
That's what happened.
So we did Regulate.
Now, you said you had to check to make sure there was no N-words in it?
Yeah, man, because I'm like, they start at first when they did Lizzo, and I was like, they do like some modern shit, some modern urban shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know a lot of the modern urban songs got the
N
N-word.
word, and you were just
Right.
like, I'm not about to be that nigga
Yeah.
today.
Wait, how many niggas were there besides you?
3.
Me, Denisha, and this other couple.
Okay.
My Jabril's,
Of course.
Jabril's in-laws.
Got it. Hilarious. Man, all right, we got to get back to the show, man. This is time for our celebrity gossip. We're going to do celebrity gossip and sports at the same time. This is something that bothered me, man. So, you know, the Halloween picture is the thing now. You got to show you have a boyfriend or husband and kids, or everybody dresses alike, right? That's a new thing that your lady is looking at being jealous of. But now, Christmas, it's a new thing. It's the Christmas pajamas picture.
Oh God.
You got to be in the Christmas
I've
pajamas
seen
now.
some niggas with that shit.
That shit is whack as fuck, dude.
Shit is
Did you
corny as
take
shit.
yours, Kamal?
Christmas pajamas?
Yeah, of course he did.
See how slow you found it? What? This nigga repeated the question.
Yeah.
What you want, Christmas?
You mean the shit that you know good and well you did?
Hey, no, because I didn't know that was a thing. So I was like, I just realized, like,
Right.
wait, I was in the thing?
Right. You looked on Instagram, you're like,
Your
oh, wait a
girl
minute.
is the target demographic
No,
of...
she knows about the
Oh,
things.
nigga. His wife is, it's not fair other people are doing the thing. I got the same
Well,
situation.
no, here's the thing about it, man. Like this couple, again, from Jabril School, they have a tradition where they go to like Griffith Park and they hike, but they go in their pajamas.
Oh,
And
I did
so-
a pajama activity, by the way.
Right, so we did
Truth be
it.
told.
So we did it last year, then we did it again. But Denisha bought us all matching
Dog, same shit.
pants, whatever, like a fleece thing.
I did matching pants and the fucking shirt.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Papa Bear
This
shirt.
is what I got to
Right.
look forward to?
That's what I'm telling you. Because of Instagram. You're welcome.
No, see, the thing is, I'm going to be an ignorant nigga. That's what I'm going to say black ignorance, like how they say black
Black
excellence.
excellence. You
You know
do
what I'm
black
saying?
ignorance?
I think they need that. You know, Cat Williams is in that category. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But it's like bad, but not really, because we still need that just to let white people know we still ain't like,
Hilarious.
you know what I'm saying? We not soft, you know, and we'll still wild out.
Oh yeah, I
Let me
totally
say
feel
this
it. I'm
real
not,
quick.
I'm not in this woke shit.
Lindsey Vonn posted a picture of her and her dude, black hockey dude, in the pajamas. First of all, first thing I thought was, that's Tiger's dude, dog. What are you doing?
Tiger's girl.
Yeah, Tiger's girl, dude. What are you
Oh.
doing? That's the first thing I thought.
She with another sports nigga?
Yeah, another sports nigga. dude.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. And she said that she got him an engagement ring, which is hilarious because only one nigga I know that rocked an
my
engagement ring. You know who that nigga is?
Who?
Kamal Abdul-Jabbar.
Yo, we need to make a segment called Roast Kamal.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
There's only one other nigga.
Yeah, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to rock it.
No, let me tell you
I
what
mean, I
Lindsey.
don't know the rules.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what she said. Lindsey Vonn said because he proposed 2 years later on their anniversary, she proposed as if they're already getting married, dude, and gave him a ring.
Bitch.
That's what I said. She said we talk about equality. Actions speak louder than words. Men should get engagement rings too.
Don't try to one up me, bitch, just because
First
you used
of
to be
all-
with Tiger.
First of all, dude, I need to make something clear. Their rings are not. Lindsay's is a big rock.
Yeah.
His is a band. There's no equality there.
Nah, you know what, man? Niggas with these bands, niggas used to start wearing fly shit, like them 2-finger rings that say, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, if I ever get any kind of rings,
Yeah.
I'm not getting married, but
Yeah.
if I get rings.
Oh, you getting married?
No, I'm not. We're already married.
Okay.
Luckily, my.
Are you really?
No, what?
You really married for real?
Yeah,
Did you know this?
He's not. You're not legally married.
right.
I'm done.
I tried
You
that.
live with somebody long enough, you're legally married.
I tried that shit.
Common
I
law.
went to somebody's wedding
Common law.
recently.
Yeah.
On there, they put Skylar Purdy. Somebody believes it.
Hey, that's because they didn't know her name.
No,
I tried that shit for 12 years.
You got away with it for a while. Hey, man.
12 years a
Just
slave.
listen. Before we go, we got to talk about Antonio Brown real quick. Before we go to Dear Irby. All right. So the Saints asked Antonio Brown to show up to camp, right? Mm-hmm. This brother, to show up to a tryout, a workout before the playoffs. They're going to add a little bit of muscle before the playoffs. They said just one little thing, one favor. Do not show up with an entourage.
Yeah,
This nigga showed up with an entourage.
the camera crew.
He's a nigga. He gotta. That's what the fuck. That's
Black
like
ignorance.
dude. That's what I'm saying. You gotta show white people you're not done yet. We're not done. We're not. There's not finna be no evolution where niggas don't act niggerish. We gotta let them know that we still gotta have these nigga moments.
Kamal, what do you
that's
say before
for
we go?
us.
Before we go. To Dear
Well,
Irby.
like you were saying, like his thing coming back to haunt him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? him being this big ass diva wide receiver, not following by the rules, that shit worked his whole career because he was great. And now that he's out the league, he's still doing that shit.
Can't help it.
He can't help it. It's like, hey, AB, don't come with the entourage. Nobody tells AB what to do.
AB does what AB wants to do. Let's see how that works out for him. When we
Yeah.
come back, we got a Dear Irby writer who had a situation with the previous school, and that might have come back to him. We're going to find out how. It's MRA Podcast. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friend some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, long-time listener, first-time writer. I'm a former D1 basketball player. I have a son who I've been working with for years to get his game tight in basketball, and now the preparation has led to this moment. He's a high school freshman about to officially start his career. We were going to play summer league at this one particular school that was out of our district, but after being there for a while, I decided it was not in the best fit. Thankfully, the school hadn't started yet, so I was able to switch teams without officially transferring. I let the coach know that we were leaving. He was upset, of course, but I was not going to change my mind. I was not interested in letting him know where we were going. I just wanted us to move on. We had a 20-minute convo. That was that. A couple days later, one of the sports writers in town tweeted that one of the best freshmen in the state had just transferred to what I will call the new school. Quote, I met with this new coach. He was hyped about having my son. He said he is going to play VAR. He's going to have big plans for him, all this stuff. Seeing his enthusiasm was enough for me. We made it official and my son enrolled. But then after a few days, I got word by some of my guys that I still had at the last school that the new coach called the old coach to get the rundown on my boy. I don't see why he needed to do this. Did he think that the old school was going to give him a glowing review of the boy that just left his little school for the powerhouse? Of course not. I have reason to believe that the old school shit on my son because out of nowhere, the new coach cooled on my son all of a sudden, started treating him differently. I went up there and had a meeting with the coaches, and the head coach was singing a whole new tune, saying my son will have to develop on JV first, and he will let him try out for varsity to see if he can hang. I was upset, but I'm curious what you guys think. Is my son's coach wrong for calling the old coach? And would you be upset if you were in my high tops? I want to transfer, but I'm going to give it a year to see how things work out. What do you think? Curious to know. Simon in Cincinnati. Come out, what you think, dog?
First of all, these are good problems to have.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? My son is 10th grade. I think he's still on JV. Coming off the bench. And the team only got 6 people.
Nigga, that's hilarious.
Man.
Are you joking?
Nah.
Wow.
That's
You
fucking
know what I'm
funny.
saying? But here's the thing, Simon. Honestly, I think you're the problem in this situation, man. I think that they probably sent some LeVar Ball shit. You know what I'm saying? You going to talk to the coach, you pulling them for whatever reason. It's not that your son is having issues. You don't see the right fit. So when you met with the other coach and they probably, glowing review of your boy, but he want to call the other coach, what am I dealing with the pops?
Right.
How is his pops? You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, man, no matter how good your son is, and if the school's a powerhouse, that means they keep getting people, they might not want to deal with the headache. And already, if your son might play JV, you're talking about pulling them already. So right there, your attitude is, if I don't get my way, I yank my son, a la LeVar Ball.
Right.
If my son don't play VAR as a freshman, now a freshman who most freshmen don't play VAR. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? If your son's good enough that he might play VAR, now if he's honestly at some small school and he's clearly the best, then yeah, he should be playing VAR. But if he's at a powerhouse and legitimately might not have a spot, then why are you upset? You know what I'm saying? And so, Simon, I know that, you put in the work, you've trained your son, and you're probably your son's biggest fan. But coaches sometimes see things differently. Oftentimes they see things differently because they're not around 24/7. You know what I'm saying? They're around for practice and shit like that. And man, they might not want to deal with you. You You know what I'm saying? So you say you give it a year. I would give it a year, and I would.
Hey, what's
I would
up, y'all?
Play the
If
back,
you like
man.
this show,
I would
you want
be
to
up
help
there,
us
talk to the
offset some of these
coaches
costs,
and
man. You
bombarding
feeling
them,
the
always
need
in
to
their
donate,
office,
then
always
do
calling
just
them.
that. Go to
You want your son to play VAR, you think
and make
he's
a
destined
donation
for greatness.
to the MRA
Then
podcast.
when practice
That
is
the
over,
MRA
man, then you
podcast
have
with
practice
Kyle
with your
and
son.
Kamal.
We
You
have
can find
part
us
2
at
practice.
Patreon.
Saturday mornings,
Or
train,
you can catch
come
us
to
in
all
the
his
street and just
games,
be like, hey,
take
man,
notes,
I love y'all. I wanna
see what he
bless
could
you
do to
some cash
improve.
and
And
put
you
some
make sure
dollars
he
in our
improves
pocket.
that. Don't
You
go
can
to
do
the
that.
coaches and just act like your
Or you can
son
hit us
is
on Venmo.
automatically entitled to be on
Find our
VAR,
names
and you gonna
just,
move him if
bless
he don't
us
make
with
it.
dough on Venmo. Or you could pray
If
for
that's
us.
the
Do that
case,
too.
if that's how you get down,
But we prefer
you're gonna have problems throughout this man's whole career. It might fracture your relationship with your son, like LeVar and Lonzo.
Right.
It's like, Dad, you've been fucking up my whole career.
Right.
And you're still fucking my shit up. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo would probably still be on the Lakers if it wasn't for his dad.
Well, he wouldn't have been on the Lakers either if it wasn't for his dad.
That part is true.
True. But he wouldn't be like hated.
Yeah.
Right.
We come back, I'm going to win. All right, man. Before I get in, man, we got a guest, Dominique Purdy, who just really was coming to hang with his boys, and so we put him on the mic because we never had a dude on the show. We always have women because we got enough dude on the show already,
right?
And we don't want to. We already hella masculine. We need women to balance us out. You know what I mean?
No, I'm gonna come through more for 2020.
Hilarious,
you know.
But because you're Dominique Purdy,
hilarious nigga, you won't be getting it.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious. You ain't really coming,
right? No, I am really coming. I am really. But even when I said the thing about the mic, then I come.
Hey man, let me say, there's a new Dominique Purdy in town that does what he says he's gonna do.
That's what I'm talking, bro. It's
2020.
Some
previous issues that we have, Dominique Purdy.
Yo, man.
So
hey, man, that was
shit.
Last decade. Why y'all talking about old shit?
All right, man. Quickly before I get in mine, man, what do you think about this? I mean, Dominique, about this?
Nah, I agree with Kamal. Kamal always says cream rises to the top. If your son is a fucking star, nigga, just fall back and just let him rock on the team.
How long should he? Because your dad, as a dad, you got to advocate for your sons. How long should he give them? Because there could be some fuckery installed. How long do you give it? Because how long do you give it before you yank? Or do you yank it all?
I don't know. Well, I think you, if he's dope, it's gonna come out
right, Coach,
naturally.
Coach want to win.
Yeah, Coach ain't stupid.
Coach wants to win. Coach also, it's a feather in the coach's cap if he's got.
All right, guys. Now it's time for the lesson of the day. Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? He's got some D1 athlete that went pro. It's a feather in that coach's cap.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna hold somebody down intentionally just because some other coach, like some coach can ball. You don't like him? Fuck it.
Let me say this,
I'm gonna dick
man.
him too.
Make your son as undeniable as possible.
Right.
Coach, just as me being a former coach, we do have personal issues with the students sometimes, but there's more likely that he's going to have a problem with the dad than the kid. Mm-hmm. If you fall back and make your mission to make your son undeniable, and give it 2 years. I know that sounds, but then he might have to sit out a year if he leaves. So
yeah, as long as he don't play VAR, he doesn't have to sit out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can play. You can fucking JV. You can go.
But if he has played VAR though, if he gets some VAR time, just not a lot, then he will have to sit out a year.
But if he gets VAR, he's on VAR. Like
but what if he doesn't start a VAR? What if he's just getting garbage time of VAR?
See, that's the type of shit. It's like, man, you just gonna just take him somewhere to start.
Make them undeniable. That's my advice. Because, let me say this so we can get out of here. Look, you played D1. That lets me know you have high expectations of yourself and your son.
Right.
That also lets me know that most likely your son has a shot because you've been working with him. He's got good genes.
He's got some good training.
Yeah, and you've been training him for a long, long time. So you already have expectations with this guy for your son. And I understand it. I would not yank my son at all.
Definitely wouldn't.
At all. I would tell my son, you have to learn how to deal with these people. You gotta you can't leave every time there's a problem with the coach. And that's just, to me, that's a character flaw. R.J. Soward, one of the great Eisenhower receivers that went to USC, he left Eisenhower because of the basketball coach. That next year,
His senior year,
Eisenhower did not get to have the great R.J. Soward because his dad got into it with the basketball coach over playing time. Now, and he ends up going to USC from Fontana instead of from Eisenhower. And for his career, it was R.J. Soward out of Fontana. What? No, he's not.
Right.
No, he is not.
It sound weird.
It's just like, no, he is out of Rialto, California's Eisenhower High School. That's neither here nor there. The point is, I think we all agree that the dad is going to be the one who's going to have to work on his own temperament. The dad is the advocate. That's the good news.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's LeVar yet. But we know that there's some tendencies with the expectations, the hard work, and the ability, and the willingness to yank. But we also agree that if you spend the time after practice and make your son undeniable, you will have yourself a winner.
Agreed.
The question was, is my coach's son wrong for calling the old coach? I don't think he's wrong. I think he wanted to know what he was getting into.
That's the first thing I thought about. He's like, man, what's up with this dude?
Yeah, what's up with this dude? I would want to know. I would want to call too.
I mean, honestly, and I think it was getting the background on the pops. You don't really, as a freshman,
even if it is just the son,
or some guy coming from middle school, you're not calling another coach.
Yeah, but he knows that the kid is a transfer. He knows that the kid started somewhere else. He knows this.
But he didn't start the school, though.
But he knows this kid was at another school and here now. So he's going to find out, well, what do you know about this kid? I know I will.
Honestly,
I know if I could call my current lady's ex and talk to him and get the rundown, that is something I would recommend every man to do.
Some 8th grader.
This ain't that though.
I'm saying some 8th grader coming into the 9th grade.
Yeah.
Who hasn't played high school ball yet. And I can see him just shooting around playing. I don't need to call. I don't need to call to see if he can play. Now, if a motherfucker walks him in and tells me all the reasons why he left that school, and I know the guy.
Or not. Well, if you don't know the guy.
Well, still, I know of him.
Okay.
And he comes in there and shitting on the previous school, or I don't know.
Even if he doesn't shit on the school, you know there was another coach involved.
He tells me why he left or he had to leave because of whatever reason. I'm going to call, I want to know the reason.
What's your side of the story?
Yeah.
Just getting the other side of the story. Yeah. Okay.
And so I think that's what it was. But I think, honestly, man, like when the guy walks him in, and it depends on the personality, am I going to have a problem with Pops?
If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Kamal, where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
I'm at Kyle Irby, KYLEERBY. The MRA Podcast is the place where you can follow both of us, and the MRApodcast.com is where you can hear every last episode, including the episode where Kamal made his last New Year's resolutions. I got to find out what episode that was. I'll put that in the notes. KyleIrby.com is where you can find my videos and everything I've done, commercials, blah, blah, blah. New year, new you. Dominique Purdy, before we leave.
Yes, sir.
Where can we find you, dog?
Oh, man, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm K-Town Odd or Dominique Purdy. Either one of those would be fine. You find me.
K-Town Odd.
Yeah, Koreatown Oddity.
And that's your hip-hop name.
Right. That's my alias. People know me as that, you know.
The Koreatown Oddity is in the building.
Word.
We got to get a little more time with you so we can tell everybody about
No, I told you I'm going to pop up more in 2020.
We'll see, dog.
How many shows y'all do during the year?
Every week.
Every week?
Every week, bro.
So y'all do 52 shows?
52 shows, bro.
Wow.
I don't want to make that promise for 2020, but
that's impressive.
Last year we did 52.
That's impressive, bro.
Yeah, we don't play. I mean, we would have taken this week off, but we gets it in.
Right. Dope.
Hey, ladies, I love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
You get this piano, dog. MRA.